So today I'm at Sherwood Forest. It's an RSPB reserve, ample parking, room for about 100 cars, and I'll put the what three words on the screen now. So from the car park, it's only a short 5-minute walk to the visitor centre. There's an arts and crafts centre there, there's a cafe, some picnic benches, there's a kiddies playground, and it's got all the makings for a good family day out. Lots of history in the area, but I'm not here for that. I've got the big camera and I'm here to see what wildlife I can find. So I was here a couple of days ago with Jack Badham's off Spring Watch. We were leading a group on behalf of Nature Lincolnshire. So many thanks to Richard from Nature Lincolnshire for the invite. Fantastic day out. On that occasion, we got 46 species. We heard woodlark, cuckoo, saw tree pipit, yellow wagtail, redstart. So quite a good list really. So I've come back today to see if I can add to that list. So dogs are allowed, providing you keep them on a lead. Most of the major paths and tracks, dogs are allowed, but there are certain parts of the reserve where there's ground nesting birds, and obviously we don't want dogs in them areas. So yeah, bring your family pet and have a good day out. And another reason why you need to keep your dogs on a lead is that it's quite a big tick area. So lots of ticks. So if you do bring your mutts, check them for ticks before you put them back in the car. So my initial plan is just to head through the woods to the heathland at the back, and it's woodlark that I'm after. And I've just bumped into a couple that have come from the heath, and they say that they've heard woodlark. So they are about. Fingers crossed I can get one. They also said they'd heard cuckoo. That would be a good one to photograph. There's a willow warbler here somewhere. Oh, what a beautiful song. We'll have 5 minutes here and see if we get any photos. So other than ticks, there's only one other danger on this reserve, and that's generally down the far end towards a budbee. It's a naturist area, so don't be surprised if you come across naked men walking around. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we're just getting into the heathland. So this is the area where the woodlark is. So I've just stopped to film a chaffinch on top of this pine tree here. And a couple of times there's a green woodpecker calling behind it. So I'm just heading over this direction to see if I can find this green woodpecker. I've not seen one of them in about 5 or 6 years. No sign of the green woodpecker. It's here somewhere, it's gone quiet. There's a cuckoo over that way. Give it 5 or 10 minutes here, see what happens. Happy days. I didn't get the green woodpecker, but I came across a pair of great spotted woodpeckers. So I was watching them for a bit, and then another male came in, and then there was two males scrapping on the ground, and I managed to get some decent shots. So I just had half an hour on the bench, get something to eat, give Daisy dog a drink, just sat and listened. So far we've explored about a quarter of the reserve, and I'm going back into that same quarter because just heard the cuckoo over here. That's where the green woodpecker was, and that's where we heard the woodlark. So yeah, we're heading back in that direction. If I don't get to explore the rest of the reserve today, then I'll just have to come back. I don't know if you can see that behind me. You've seen a short-tailed tit. So I'm back in the open moorland, and I've just walked into the territory of a pair of stonechat. So the female's singing over here to the left. Stonechats, they're named after the noise that they make, because they sound like a couple of stones banging together. This is exactly the same place on Saturday where I got a nice picture of a male stonechat with a lizard in its mouth. Yeah, I've not seen that one before. So I'm hanging around here and see if I can get a decent picture of some stonechats. I've just stopped here because there's a bit of activity with a coal tit and a chiff-chaff. Yeah, here's red pole, coal tit, chiff-chaff. Managed to get a couple of shots of the coal tit though. Just a little bit too fast for me. Or is it? I'm just a little bit too slow. And everywhere I look, there's movement. Just can't get on them with the camera. So I've not had much luck with the woodlark, or the tree pipit, or the green woodpecker. In fact, I've not had much luck with anything I've been looking for. Got one or two shots. So I'm coming out of the heathland into some woodland now. So fingers crossed, red start maybe. We'll get what we're giving, won't we? But it is stunning, this place. It's my new favourite place. I've just come across a couple of great tits, backwards and forwards onto this tree here. When I look closely, there's a little hole at the top. So they're in and out, feeding the young ones inside. I'm just going to try and get a picture of them coming out of the hole. There we go. I'm not sure how good that's going to be. Got a few butterflies knocking around. There's orange tip and there's a green veined white just landed down there. So I'm heading back through the woods towards the visitor centre. It's going to get a little bit more touristy now. We'll have a look at the major oak when we get to it. Allegedly that's the tree that Robin Hood hid inside. It is absolutely stunning here. So bringing my tripod was probably the wrong move today. I've probably got more pictures. Could have just been carrying my camera on the strap. There's been plenty to see and photograph, but I've just been too slow. And part of that is getting the tripod down, getting it set up, adjusting the gimbal head, and by that time it's gone. And the reason I brought the tripod today is I wanted to get some footage with the camera. I've got one or two little clips, but has it been worth lumbering it around all day? No, I'd have been much better just carrying the camera. I've just looked at my watch and it's 4 o'clock. Time has flown today. Plenty of birds around, and I bet I've only covered a fraction of the reserve, possibly a quarter. So that just means I'm going to have to come back. So heading back towards the visitor centre, and we're going to call in at the major oak, and we'll have a look at that. I think there's a couple of tree creepers making a nest on there. So that's the major oak, named after some army major, and allegedly you could fit 20 people in there, and allegedly it was the hiding place of Robin Hood, hiding from the Sheriff of Nottingham's men. So the tree is basically dead. You see how they tried to support the limbs to stop it, all the limbs falling off. Pair of tree creeper making the most of a little hollow in the tree, so that was nice to see. But basically the tree has been killed because the earth around it has been compacted by hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of visitors, and all the earth around it is just basically like concrete. So that's the reason it's died. A little bit of a tourist attraction, not far from the visitor centre is where we're heading now. I just realised that if the gates to the car park open at 9, they'll probably close at 5. It's 4:30. So I better get a shifty on. So there you have it. A little bit of a guided tour of Sherwood Forest. I'll do a little bit of a compilation of all the photographs I've taken today at the end. But it's well worth a visit. £7 if you're a non-member, and if you are a member, just display your RSPB card in your car windscreen. So if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. And until next time, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching.